Hey traders, wow, what a long day. The stream was really just kind of going on and on. I thought we were going to end it a little bit sooner, but then I was like, okay, well, here's a trade I'm trying to get into, and then here's a trade I'm trying to get into, and I kept on missing them. And this is really the point I want to make today is the fact that, oftentimes when I start red, I start making more and more mistakes. And a lot of the moves, if I just stuck to all the original moves I wanted today, I'd probably be up 10 to 20% based on my average position size. For a fact, the last trade with ENOB went up 15% that I wanted. I just didn't take the entry because I was like, I gotta be a little bit careful, yada yada. So one rule that I'm making is pre-market. If I trade pre-market, I'm only gonna be doing half share size, no more than half share size, because I tend to make more and more mistakes, like I said, if I'm red. And pre-market, sometimes it's a little bit sketchier. Spreads are bigger. Sometimes there's flash dips. Sometimes there's some news that you can get stuck in. So, trading pre-market, you really got to watch out. If I have a nice blow away trade, great. But if and honestly, with trading with less position size will make me want to hold it a little bit longer. With sometimes pre-market, that actually is a good thing. And overall, if you're trading breakouts, right? But if it goes wrong, then I don't have to dig myself out of too much of a hole. And I felt like today, I'll talk about it in the charts in a little bit, I felt like I kept on stumbling over myself because I was like, I don't want to make another mistake. And then I didn't get aggressive on the exact entry I wanted, and then I would chase a later entry, which wasn't that great, which ended up making me get another red trade. So really kind of messed up trading psychology today, which is a little bit of a horrible thing. And I knew today I got to be extra cautious. It's Monday, came back from a weekend, shaky market on Friday. Today the lead gappers all over the place because we have a lot of macro news on the oil. So a lot of the oil stocks, which have just been suppressed for so long, are just absolutely exploding. So I think traders are a little overwhelmed today, so we're not getting a lot of clear follow through. And all these things I know, and I think that's why I'm a little bit annoyed today, because it's like it's so obvious, but I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. Obviously with streaming the chat room, it's great, but it also adds that kind of like pressure on like I gotta do the right trading, which sometimes it makes me second guess my entries and exits, and it's very weird. I like that I'm getting better at it, but it's definitely something I had to get used to, and I'm still getting used to it. And then obviously just the $25,000 challenge alone sometimes probably also puts a little bit of pressure on me. But with people watching, you obviously want to perform a little bit better, and then sometimes that pressure you put on yourself is kind of making you perform worse. So I definitely notice I'm getting better and better at it. But yeah, it's still pressure. The pressure is still there, and I would be lying if I said it wasn't. So as much as I tell myself to like cancel it out, easier said than done, I guess. All right, well, not too much to recap today, so let's go to the charts now. If you guys do enjoy the content, don't forget to drop a like. I really appreciate it. If you're totally new here, I'd love to see you again. We go live every morning at 9:15 a.m. to first review the watch list and then trade the market open every day. I'd love to see you there, so consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon too, so you'll get notified when we go live. Yeah, guys, let's go to the charts. Hello, guys. Welcome back. So, Wow. I think I streamed a little too long today because my brain is like buzzing. And unfortunately, today I think is my worst day in June, which is a little bit, again, unfortunate. So I took one more trade on ENOB. ENOB is bothering me a little bit. And I don't know if I stumbled over myself a little bit. I think I was trying to do something because I was, streaming today. I think today was really a total mistake on like all the trades I wanted, all the trades I should have done. I got, so here you can see $110 loss. Not really the biggest loss red day, but just poor performance. And that's kind of what bothers me. So let's talk about ENOB, which was our lead gapper on the day here. Here's the long-term chart. And ENOB 350% gapping up pre-market, 14 million float, US biotech with a potential HIV cure. I mean, a lot of hype around this company. Plus we're hitting all-time highs. How far can this thing go? Question marks, and we're pulling back to this huge support zone. So the chance of us bouncing from here are pretty high. And you know what? That's exactly what happened. And that's why I'm a little disappointed. So let me start with actually my most recent trade. This is the actual trade I wanted, 318. This thing ran 15%. And I was like, oh man, that's the exact one I wanted. Why did I not get aggressive on the trade that I wanted? That kind of really bums me out. And I think every time I have like a red kind of start to the day, I've noticed I fumble. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to go more red, so I'm going to be very cautious. Then I don't trade the trade I actually wanted, and then I'm like, okay, well, let me try to catch up, and then all of a sudden I'm trading something that's less quality. So like always, guys, the biggest lesson I think that you could kind of sum up all the time is really stick to your plan. If you don't have a plan, obviously get a plan first. Stay on these channels. I know a lot of you guys are killing it lately. Especially when you get out of the $25,000 challenge kind of sphere, because that's the hardest part, being limited on trades, at least for me. And I think for a lot of people, based on the feedback, what you guys email me, what you guys write me, I find it quite impressive that limit is really tough. So my first trade with the ENOB was really waiting for some sort of confirmation that this thing could reverse. We got a nice little move here. This was a 13%. I wanted to buy the pullback back to VWAP and then see if we can have a continuation. Didn't get that, so I was like, okay, well, whatever. Stopped out of this one. This is when I made a new rule today. Pre-market, I'm only ever going to be trading with half my position size, no matter what. That way, if I have a big red trade, which can happen, it's not that big of a deal. If I have a big green trade, well, at least, I'm going into the right direction, and it feels nice. And it's practice, but that's it. I don't want to start off my trading day with, this was a 7% loss. And this was where actually most of my losses came from today. So it was kind of horrible. This red to green trade was not bad at all. What I wanted was to actually enter at 11.5. So again, I missed the ideal trade. That was an 8% move. Could have took my profits and moved on. What I actually ended up getting was buying this here as we were breaking higher at 11.9. I got a failed, and then I stuck a small loss. So it's kind of annoying. All these trades that I want, I'm not getting. And it's totally my fault. And I think it's a little bit, I don't want to call anybody out, but I think it's because I'm checking the chat room, that I'm thinking maybe, let's see what you guys are writing. Again, that's something I need to work on. And I used to be much worse at it. I'm noticing I'm getting much more better at focusing on what I should be focusing on. But then today, because I started off red, I think I started hesitating on the perfect times to get aggressive. In hindsight, it's always 20/20 and it's always obvious, but it's it's tough. It's tough because I really know that was the problem today. Like I said, ENOB, I wanted to buy the dips only. So buying a lot of these dips would have been nice. A lot of these pullbacks to the upside were pretty nice. 10% here, 15% there. This was the big one that I wanted. And then again here, why am I trading this? I thought, there's maybe that potential chance. Actually, right now we're having a chance of a dip. So I kind of want to watch the ENOB kind of closely here. 16.27 big time support. Let's go to the long-term chart so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I mean, just a lot to learn from this stock. 16.25 big time support in this area. Yeah, right now it's just totally selling off. This could be a good entry here with about it's tough to say, but probably about 120 shares. So who knows? We might even get a live trade on here. Probably even 30. Just so I can do full allocation. So we're looking like we might be bouncing here. So we pulled all the way down to 6.5, interesting spot. 4 or 5% could be a potential bounce. I'm gonna keep watching this one. But yeah, basically here, I mean, we had the triple bottom, and this is, here I'm kind of trading the backside of this move. What I wanted was this move. So it's killing me that I'm making some money, I'm giving some money back. It's I've been in this limbo phase for a while, and I think, I don't know if the streaming is getting to my head. I don't know if the challenge is getting to my head. I've basically, ever since I was sick in at mid-April, I've been kind of I don't know. I didn't have the full conviction that I had in the beginning. So I really can't wait till I get out of this funk, but I'm definitely 100% still in some sort of funk. For sure. Until I start having a nice green streak and I'm really in the zone, slaying some trades, I'm going to be okay, well, clearly I'm out of the funk. And I know that because, I've been trading for many years and I've gone through this phase before. So that's why I'm always on times like these, it's all about just, how long can you survive until you thrive? Because eventually, as long as, you manage your risk, you're going to be on a nice big green streak. And right now, I'm just kind of on a fumble streak a little bit where, I have like $100 day, and then I have a $100 red day, and then I have a $50 green day, and then I have a small red day. And then it's like at the end of the month, we're up pretty decently, maybe like 20% based on our average position size, but that's not really growing the challenge. I need to be making much more than that if I want to be growing the challenge based on my, benchmarks that I kind of held for myself. So a little bit more, reflecting overall, it's not the end of the world. I know we'll complete the challenge. It's just, it's like when you're doing anything and you're kind of like in a stagnation phase. Like even if you're, at the gym and you're trying to, gain, let's say maybe a total of 15 pounds. The first 5 pounds came quick. And then all of a sudden you start stagnating around, I don't know, like 7 pounds. You can't get past 7 pounds until you like generally change something in your routine again. So I'm kind of like in that, like, let me grow through this. So I don't know. I gotta reflect more, and I think I'm doing everything right. I just gotta, like I said today, if I see the setup I want, I gotta get aggressive. Otherwise, I just need to leave it alone, and then let it be, and then. Yeah, getting aggressive. Talking about getting aggressive, ENOB, let's just keep watching this one, guys. This could be a nice little dip here. If we go into the like 630s, I probably would consider buying this one on a little dip buy and then make it get added to the video here. Not that is the reason to buy it, but if we get what I'm looking for, then I would not mind. Let's see here, having a little bounce in this area. This chart's on my other screen. That's why I keep looking to the right, because I feel like a little bit more natural almost. Again, looking for a bigger pullback, ideally into the 30 cents. I know there's huge support in this area, so let's see if we can get one more red candle here. I don't really think, doesn't totally look like we're going to actually break this kind of low 40 area. So that should be kind of interesting. I'll pretty much be wrapping up here. Obviously, you guys are going to see the results of this trade, and by the time you're tomorrow morning at 9:15, and if you guys are, looking at the charts yourself, you'll probably know, like, like if it hits 630, Alex is probably in this one. If it didn't, who knows? He might not be. But guys, like always, you guys are gonna see any trades that I do off of this stream tomorrow morning, first thing on the next stream. And yeah, guys, I'll wrap it up there. It was super fun trading with everyone again. Hopefully, tomorrow will be a better day for, for me trading. But three red trades, and we're only down $110. That's actually not that bad. So I like that I'm cutting my losses quickly. I'm doing everything right. I just need to trade my overall win-loss ratio isn't that great right now. It's basically a straight-up coin toss, and I know I'm a better trader than that. When I trade crypto, when I trade other things, I'm in the 60 percentile, like 63, 64%. So I don't know why I'm trading so choppy right now. Whatever, it is what it is, and yeah, it's all about getting better. So I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning, and if you guys have not done so already, don't forget to hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're totally new here. I'd love to see you in the chat room tomorrow and in any other upcoming live stream. Till then, guys, like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.